As a nutrition educator at the University of Wisconsin Extension, Kay Rich discovered that affordable transportation was a problem for some of her clients.
The people that I work with on a daily basis that don't have transportation were the inspiration to me to try to get this project started. It basically started several years ago with trying to provide a bicycle for someone that I was working with individually who had no transportation and had no money to be able to get themselves around.
Kay Rich came to me one day, this was several years ago, and said that she had a client that needed transportation and couldn't afford a car. Knowing that I was involved with the bike club and that I liked fixing bikes, she asked me if I could just look around a little bit and see if I could come up with a bike for this particular client. The bike club was very supportive. Spokes and Folks has a lot of people that not only enjoy biking but are just, fun folks to be with and are the kind of people that really enjoy helping others. It was clear that this simple idea, refurbishing bikes for people who need them, could serve many more people. But it wasn't until Dana arrived that the vision of a community partnership was born.
I like the idea of bringing community partners together for a common cause, and I saw that all the community partners in this situation were just raring to go for something like this. There was an actual need.
The bike recycling project was reborn with new energy, new partners, and a new name, Transport.
The program takes in bikes from all different sources from the community, fixes them up, and gives them through the Salvation Army caseworkers to low-income members of the community in need of transportation.
The first person to receive a bicycle from the Transport Project was a young woman that I'm working with who had a child, and not only was she able to get her transportation needs met with a bicycle for herself, but we were also able to get a child carrier donated so she could take her child with her as well.
It really helped because I needed a bike to get where I was going and stuff. It helped go to the store too because I don't have a car. So, and the trailer helped too.
Transport is a partnership between 5 organizations in Marinette, 2 of the local bike shops, and the University of Wisconsin Extension, Salvation Army, and the Spokes and Folks Bicycle Club. And working together, they collect donated bicycles, refurbish them to give to low-income members of the community for occupation-related travel.
Captain Dan Ortman speaks of the Salvation Army's role in the program.
We're providing space in our old thrift store building for repair work. We're providing in the garage storage for completed bicycles, and we have a shed where the newer donated bicycles come in before they're repaired. We also provide the time of our caseworker to do the paperwork and the people work for this project.
Sonia Alonso is a case manager with the Salvation Army and works closely with the Transport program.
Well, they bring the bikes here, and I put the broken bikes in the shed, or I put them in the building so they can work on them. And then when they're all fixed up, they put them in the garage for me, and I do intake, and then I pick out a bicycle for the appropriate person.
This is the heartbeat of Transport, the workshop where volunteers turn donated bikes into reliable transportation.
Soak that in. Let's go. By the time you're done, is it going to work?
Is it going to work? It's going to be little pieces.
Most of the volunteers are members of the Spokes and Folks Bicycle Club. They meet at the Salvation Army and spend the evening getting their hands dirty and bikes ready to ride. As a professional bike mechanic, Adam Heisler helps keep the crew on track.
Everybody's constantly busy, and everybody's doing their own thing, which is super cool. Nobody has to be directing it, nobody has to tell each other to do something. Everything just gets done. The turnout is awesome. The interest is good every time. It's the same group coming, but new people will just start showing up, and nobody knows where they came from or who told them. They show up, and are willing to get their hands dirty and greasy and, you know, get to work.
One of the things was everybody was having fun. I felt like it was a good time, but everybody was getting work done too. So it was just it was enjoyable. I kind of like doing mechanical stuff. Kind of like to tinker with things.
Well, we had a lot of good people working really hard. We had a lot of bikes that we took care of. I've learned a lot about bikes. I still don't know if I could repair my own, but I've learned how to spot safety problems. I've learned how to find out where the serial number is located, different speeds, and just meeting a lot of new friends. I never thought I would use a wrench on a bike, but now I don't feel so scared about it.
Local bike shop owners support transport by donating their time, discounting parts, and providing leadership as partners in the project. John Haynes and his wife Julie own the Marinette Cycle Center in Marinette, Wisconsin. John shares his knowledge of bike mechanics at Bike University, an ongoing workshop to train volunteers.
That's step one. Bad cable removed and thrown away. Cantilever brakes generally will have one adjustment screw. You tighten or loosen this screw to center the brakes.
Adam Heisler owns the Cycle Path shop in Menominee, Michigan.
The order sheet.
Have fun skiing.
Want them to do.
My car broke down and I had no way to get around, and I had started college and I was working and going to school. And before I was already spending enough as it is on cabs going to work. And then with school, in like 3 months, it was like over $1,000. The Salvation Army was nice and offered me a bicycle at a time. It just happened to come at a time when like I kind of like needed it.
So I've seen a lot of generosity come out of people who are volunteering for the project, who are donating. Many people in the community are helping to make this work.
It's a very valuable and needed resource to the community, and the community itself is happy with this. And my advisory board is very proud to be part of this. They mention it as several advisory boards.
I grew up in a 4-H family, and we were always taught from a young age to give back to the community as much as you can.
I don't feel like I get involved in a lot of volunteer things, and I feel it's a good way. Plus, you know, I do have some mechanical aptitude. I figure it's a good way of helping out on something.
I hope that transport lives on. This is the kind of program that could go in a number of ways. It could easily die if there's no personalities that are behind it.
There it is, number 13, all ready to go.
We don't have a spot for Barnes. You know what? I'm going to take on a
Transport depends on volunteers and donations. If you'd like to help, please contact the Salvation Army in Marinette, Wisconsin. The Spokes and Folks Bicycle Club welcomes your participation. Visit us at www.spokesandfolks.com. This is a production of SightLink Video.
So why wouldn't we just